Hey, how are you guys doing? All right, so this is the we'll call this part two. So this is the follow-up of the other video that I made. But if you want to, if you want to just go straight into the practice review, you can watch this and still get the same idea of how to do these. So these were the three problems that you were presented with last week, and I gave you a clue on them on how to solve them by looking at which denominator to use to multiply to the whole equation. So if you haven't already copied these down, go ahead and copy them. Go ahead and try to work them out if you haven't already. And I'm about to go into reviewing them. All right. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so let's start with the first one. In this one, I first scan and I look at my denominators. I've got 3, 2, and 6. My highest denominator is 6. 6 is divisible by 3, and 6 is divisible by 2. So 6 is the number that I will multiply the whole equation by. And this will eliminate the denominators. So I do this just like I would do distributive property. I've got to multiply every single term that I see up here. 6 times the negative 2 is negative 12x. 6 times 1/3, I can, when I multiply that, I just switch to 6 and 1, and that's 6 over 3, which winds up being 2. On the other side, 6 times 5 over 2. Well, first I switch the 6 and the 5 to simplify. Basically what I've got, I'm going to again write this to the side for you guys don't remember what I'm talking about. If I'm times 5 over 2, I'm going to switch the 6 and the 5, so this is the same thing as 5 times 6 over 2. 6 over 2 simplifies to 3. And then it's just 5 times 3, which is 15. So that 6 times 5 over 2 is 15. Of course, I bring down my x. The 6 times 25 over 6. Well, if you switch that 6 and 25, 6 divided by 6 is 1. So you're just left with 25 in the numerator. This is negative, so it's negative 25. All right, so now you've just got an integer equation to solve. So variables on the left, constants on the right. I'm going to subtract the 2 from both sides. I get negative 12x equals 15x. Both of these are negative, so I'm going to stay in a negative. I get negative 27. Then I'm going to subtract the x from this side, the 15x's. When I subtract that from both sides, both of these are negative, so I add them, stay in a negative. I get negative 27x equals negative 27. All right. When I simplify this further, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 27. My x is going to be negative 27 divided by negative. That's the same exact thing, so I get a positive 1. So that's my answer to number 1. All right, number 2. Again, I'm looking at my denominators. I've got a 5, 2, and 10. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 10 is a number that I'm going to multiply by. For the first one, the 9 over 5, when I switch to 10 and the 9, 10 divided by 5 is 2. And then 9 times 2 is 18. So I've got 18x for that one. Let me show you that one more time. Y'all can skip if you don't want to see it. But anyway, I'm going to switch the 10 and the 9. So I have 9 times 10 over 5. That simplifies to the 2. So I have 9 times 2, which is the 18. The 3 over 2, switch the 10 and the 3. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And then 5 times 3 is 15. So I have 18x plus 15x. And then on the other side, if I switch to 10 and 33, 10 divided by 3 is 1. I'm just left with 33. All right. Right here, I have two terms that's got x, so I add these together. 18 plus 15 is 33 x, and on the other side, I still have 33. That's just too easy. 33 divided by 33 is 1. That's it. There's number 2. For number 3, hopefully this challenges you a little bit more. Every single one of my terms here is a fraction. When I look at the denominators, I got 2, 3, 6, and 4. My top number is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. That one's good. 6 divided by 3 is 2. That one's good. 6 divided by 4, I can't use the 6 because the 4 doesn't, 6 divided by 4 is not a integer. So I need to multiply 6 by 2. I just keep going up in my multiples of 6. 6 times 2 is 12. So let's try that one. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Yes, we've got one. So the whole fraction, the whole equation will be multiplied by 12. All right, let's get this started. Switch to 2 and to 3. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. That's a negative, so I'm going to leave that as a negative. All right, one more time to the side if y'all don't remember. Switch to 12 and to 3. I've got 3 times 12 over 2. My hand wanted to write that 6. 12 divided by 2 is 6, and 3 times 6 is 18. So that's the thought path. 12 times 1/3. 12, switching with the 1, 12 divided by 3 is 4. And 4 times 1 is 4. Switching to 12 with the 17. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times 17 is 34. Last one, switching to 12 and the 1. 12 divided by 4 is 3, and that's a negative. Look at that beautiful integer equation. All right, let's keep going. Variables on the left, constants on the right. Subtract the 4. I have negative 18x equaling, that's 30, and minus 3x. Add the 3x to both sides. Negative 18 plus 3. So I want to take away some of that negative. I want to take away 3 of those negatives, basically. So that will become negative 15x. And I've got 30 on that side. Alright, lastly, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 15. Notice this one's negative, this one's positive. So this one, whatever you multiply to this, that answer's got to be negative. And that makes sense when you see this over here. 30 divided by 15, negative 15 is negative 2. And there it is. There's your answer, negative 2. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed this and hope it didn't take too long. If, I'm going to put a link up here that you should see here. Or here. No, you're going to see it over there. You'll see the video over here that will take you to Khan Academy. I'll assign some stuff in Khan Academy for you to practice if you'd like. There. I might be covering up. Y'all subscribe. I told my son that I could beat him in how many subscribers I've got. So let's do it. Hope y'all have a great day and thank you for watching. Bye.